did anybody want to do do anything specifically in our during the trip to the Amazon?
How are we getting there?
The state thing.
Yeah, it's mostly via the same way you guys traveled before, mostly via like moon bridges, and also through moon bridges, and then just on land as much as you can. So,
Is there anybody in the stagecoach that knows medicine now that Nana's gone?
yep, Francesca knows it.
Could I learn a 2 in medicine?
And Francesca, and yeah, some of the other ones do it. They know it too. Yeah.
Could I learn a 2 in medicine?
Yeah, you can learn a 2 in medicine. Any other conversations or anything else that you guys want to do during the trip?
Probably spend some time with Hardstone.
Okay.
Gain a battle scar.
No, that's a different one. That's the Red Talon.
No, I know who he is. You think he's any gentler than the Get?
Depends on what he's doing, I guess. Yeah.
He's the only other Metis that's around.
I thought he's a Lupus, not a Metis.
I thought Hearthstone was a Metis, wasn't he, Barney?
Yes, actually, he is a Metis. Yeah.
Oh,
that's the reason why. That's the reason why he joined Harrogate.
Whoa! Yeah. Because when we had the Get fight, you said it was 2 Lupuses going at it.
Yeah, that messed up on that, but yeah, it was. Yeah, he is a Metis. I forgot about that. Yeah. But he's always in Lupus form anyway, so it wasn't. Yeah.
But obviously I'm new to the game, but that was my only real conversation about Hardstone, so I just thought he was Lupus.
Yeah.
Yeah, just spend some time with him, learning about Karen Warding, just in general.
Okay. There was most Ryan, anything that RB does?
I'll talk to Treasured Guest as much as he wants to talk to me.
Okay.
See if he wants to. I can learn of anything interesting from him.
Okay.
I think I'm still training with. I'm not going to spend any experience, but I think I'm still fisticuffing with Kate sometimes.
He wants to train. I'll train him.
Because I'm too afraid to spar with anybody else in this massive group.
So I've got a 2 in Brawl, 3 in Dodge, 2 in Melee, and 3 in Firearms. So that's what you can learn.
I think Brawling's, well, I don't have any experience to spend, so I'll just try to stay in shape. I'll do the cue montage for Arby, getting in shape, learning to fight.
So as you guys during the trips during your trip, you do end up conversing a bit with your Anasazi friends that you knew from last season, and they do inform you both. You guys kind of get so Bob, you've learned a lot already, just from, I mean, you've learned some already based off of what you know with the Anasazi, but they give you there's a bit more detail that you get into, is that the Anasazi are basically split into 3 quote unquote aspects, like how they have tribes. How you have tribes. There's the Teneri, which are the ones that follow the Weaver, the Hatar, which are the ones that follow the Worm, and then there's the Komodi, which follows the Wild. And they really they stress with you, because the Anasazi that you've met that were helping you last year, that were helping out at Harrogate, were the Teneri. They're the ones that were connected to the Weaver. They were the ones that were able to sew things back together. They were the ones that all are about stasis. So that's the reason why they were summoned to Gold Springs, to help sew the gauntlet back together. And they do explain to you, in passing, the other the Viola and the other Anasazi that you met with. They do explain, though, that it's not, even though that they will smell of the worm, they're not worm. They follow the worm based off of their
of what it was originally meant to be.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. And not specifically like how tainted the worm has become. So
do they know anything about the Anastasia down in this area?
So they'd explain to you that yes, the worm that are down there are the worm that the Anasazi that you're going to go see, where rumor has it is that the Uctena, the ones where the Uctena went to, these are the part of the Hatar. They're part of the worm. They're, like I said, they're dedicated to the original aspect of the triad, of the destroyer worm, rather than the corruptor. The factions, and then they talk about there's like 3 factions of Anasazi. There is the warrior aspect. Then there's the judges and mystics, kind of like the Philodox and the Philodox and the Thurges for Anasazi are one aspect. And then there's the Risteria, which are like the Ragabash. So they have 3. They basically have 3 auspices. There's the Arun one. There is the one that is the Thurges and Philodoxes combined. And then there's one that's the Ragabash. They have no Galliard because, as you mentioned last session, Anasazi have no emotion. So there's nothing passionate about them. So
tell that to Phil's girlfriend.
Yeah, that's more or less, since Mike's not here, that's more or less kind of a one-sided relationship. She Viola finds necessity in Phil, but they're intelligent. They're extremely intelligent. They're very good at, and Bob saw this, they're very good at feigning emotion. But there is a difference between having the knowledge of necessity of procreation, the necessity of companionship, the necessity of having allies, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they are doing it for an emotional sense. So they explain to you that the Hatar the Hatar aspect, these are where those Anasazi are inside there, but they're also part of the faction of the Visker, which are the mystics. So you're dealing with worm and mystics, primordial worm and mystics that are spiders. And each faction in itself is they give each other space. So Viola and the other Anasazi that you've met have pretty much were able to set up a parlay enough where they know that you will be coming. But other than that, they have no names. They have no idea who they are, what they are doing. They're just very shut off from their connection. The good news is that as Anasazi goes, they all have the same boss. How all werewolf, or all Geru report to Gaia, basically. all Anasazi report to Queen Anasazi herself. So, and she doesn't exist in the world. She exists in the Deep Umbra, and no one's ever seen her for eons. There's a rumor that she's been held prisoner. So,
what's her agenda?
Anasazi?
Yeah.
Everybody has a different version of it. It depends on which aspect follows it. So, the Teneri, the Weaver, see that she's there to, be the Weaver. The others see her as the Destroyer. The other ones see her as the wild ones that follow her. The Commodi see her as they follow her, the wild aspect of her. But she is unknowable, the same way as like what is, Gaia doesn't have any political, machinations at all. Queen Anasazi doesn't either. She's in itself is like a very powerful umbral spirit. So, yeah.
Okay.
So you all are, you get far enough where the mayor says, you guys get you come through the a clearing, and then off in the distance, that's what you see in that distance is that basically just an overgrown old ruins. And the mayor says, this is as far as we know. This is the borderlands of the Anasazi. And he says, Runebreaker states, he says, it would probably be best if the three of us stay inside here and stay hidden.
I nod.
Can
What's
treasure?
that?
I take it Hearthstone staying behind.
Hearthstone staying behind.
Can
Yeah, he
treasure
has to
get
guard.
me when I'm not near him, or can it only when I'm right there?
No, he can talk to you through. You guys have a connection. Like he can talk to you through, like just through your head.
Can he see what I'm seeing?
No.
Okay.
Barney, we send Wu ahead to kill all Anastasi. So we'll wait until he gets back and they're all dead.
Is that like something that he has to do? What is it?
No,
Are they vulnerable to silver, perchance?
Nope.
Damn it. Not
are we? We're not in the Umbra, are we?
No, you're not.
Okay. But we are in the middle of the Amazon.
Correct.
All right. I get out of the carriage and Karinos.
Okay.
Let's all try not to get eaten, shall we? Arby,
all right.
I'll get
how
out
fast
too.
do you run?
Where's Phil?
Well, I don't have to outrun the monster. I just have to outrun Arby.
Is Phil in his
Of course,
room?
I guess we both run better than Bob with his gimp.
Oh yeah.
So it's the three of you, and let's we'll assume that Chaska is going to. He just said he was going to be late, so he should be here soon.
All right.
And Francesca's going to go with you as well.
All right.
What rank is Francesca?
4th.
Yep. Looks like she's stepping up. Where's Phil?
Phil's off in the corner masturbating again.
Does that a lot.
Howl of announcement.
All right.
I just announced my presence by bellowing I'm here. And
Yeah, that's probably not a good idea.
here it just happened.
All right. I'm assuming you guys are all out of the stagecoach.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
explore this silly ruin
All right.
full of bugs. I'll bring my fly swatter.
All right. You see that next picture as you guys get out?
So the foliage is probably enough to keep the sun off me, right, Barney?
Yeah, it's super wet. As you get out, your fur, everything about you guys are in crinos, whatever form you're in, it's wet. There's bugs. There's
I'm
just
still in Hamid.
okay. Yeah, and I'm assuming you guys are going to be wearing like appropriate. I mean, the clothing, if whatever, if you're in Hamid, it's pretty wet. So.
I'm going to bring my butler to carry my rifle for me.
Is he wearing a red shirt? Because chances are. Anybody else bring any fodder with them? Everybody, who has the highest gnosis? I know it's not RB. I know it's
You. He's got like a 5.
Yeah, I got a 5.
You can sense like and you guys, and as soon as you walk in though, you sense there is like there is a presence of an unwelcoming presence as you kind of like walk further into the ruins.
Yeah, I wonder why Bob can't keep his damn mouth shut.
So what do you want to sneak in? I look at you actually pretty angrily. Sneak in?
Well, how about we not kick down the front door and say, hey, fuck you, we're here.
It's called knocking on the door.
They don't view it that way, I'm sure.
Oh, all right.
Already been phoned ahead.
Ease up.
Yeah, the Philodox in the room.
Harvey makes peace.
Yeah, you're stuck between the Ragabash and the Arun.
Oh boy.
Well, you're right where you're supposed to be. I'm supposed to question his stupidity.
I'm close to friending Barney. I know Barney doesn't want me to roll those things, but
as you guys Francesca turns lupus form and starts to kind of sniff around as you guys are walking a bit further in. And she steps back as you guys get further into the ruins. You guys, there seems to be. She looks back and she says, "It smells a lot. It smells a lot more alive in here." And she kind of points into the inside one of the ruins.
Draw straws for who goes in first.
I'll go in first. I'm the scout.
Francesca goes in second.
Put RB third and
I'll go in third.
Yeah.
Right.
Put our Hoss last.
Does anybody have like danger sense or anything like that? Or
I do now.
Well,
nope.
I've got sense worm, I've got sense weaver, and I have spirit of the fray. So I don't really need danger sense.
Danger is his middle name.
I got calm heart. That's it. Oh, Barney, has my 1 lunar month passed yet?
When was that? It's the month is we do it in real time. So it depends.
Okay,
Did we
so
start? That was
that I learned Mother's Touch 3 weeks ago.
all right. You got another week because this. Yeah, you got another week.
Okay.
Uh, Everybody, roll your perception alertness difficulty of 6.
I've got insane past life. Does that help?
Well, it helps me, but it doesn't help you guys.
Oh God.
Meh.
All right, what do we get? 1 success, 0 successes, 3 successes. RB, you're just stuck this as you're going in. You're just kind of basically it's just for you specifically. This is like all new senses, all new smells, all new sights, all new sound. Everything is just kind of new. So you're just kind of completely distracted and overtaken just by the entire environment. Cat with 1 success. You hear some skittering sounds. Bob, 3 successes. You hear skittering sounds and it looks like the walls of the inside seem to be melting, but they're not melting. There's just tons of spiders just kind of like falling down, crawling down the sides. You guys know, you see that the spiders kind of crawl down on the sides and start gathering up in front of you, and all of a sudden, it's almost like the spiders turn into like a stalagmite, where they kind of like grow up on top of each other, kind of like forming a stalagmite, and then they kind of split out into a stalactite, and then the stalactite kind of, as made of spiders, kind of form into a giant spider in front of all of you. And this is what you guys see.
Is there a sword there?
There's a sword there.
Is there?
No, there's no ignore the sword.
Okay.
I will just look up at this thing.
I'll say hi.
I'd say RB easy. Man. I caught shit last time I announced my arrival.
Everybody roll your
For an Aaron, you're very funny.
everybody roll your willpower difficulty of an 8.
One.
5.
Got code of honor, Barney. Will this help me?
No.
All right.
Brought once.
3. Okay. Wow. Good job, guys.
Kate is not impressed.
Do you get Kate? Now everybody roll your stamina. RB, you get everything. The thing kind of like arches its legs up towards you, all of you, and everything goes pitch black for you. Bob, things get really hazy for you. You can't see anything. You can make out shapes. And Kate, you see the you're unaffected.
Do I still need to roll stamina?
Yep.
What's the diff?
Difficulty of a 6.
All right.
1. All right.
We all dead.
Game over. Go to bed.
3 successes. Okay, 3 successes. You get immediately, Bob. You get all 3 of you. And you get immediately. Because you can see Cat, you can react to this. If you would like to react, Bob, you can react, but it'll be at a +2 difficulty. You basically see almost like a wall of webbing forcibly eject you guys out of the building.
I will attempt to dodge.
Okay. Bob, you can dodge you can attempt to dodge at difficulty of an 8.
Okay.
Cat, it'll be a difficulty of a 6 for you.
God. At least I get well on the willpower.
You sense, and I can Bob, as an Aaron, you sense no violence on this whatsoever. You just sense emotionless security response, basically.
Okay. I got a 1.
You guys get this wall of webbing pushes RB straight out. No damage taken. You guys get sucked into you guys get kind of caught up into the web as it gets pushed out. But you're still kind of in as it kind of pushes out, almost like a wall that disappears. And then you guys are now, the 2 of you, Bob and Kat, are kind of webbed to the sides of the walls. And you see that that spider then explodes into crawlerling form, and the spiders just kind of crawl back up into the up above again.
I'll pull out my Bowie knife and just cut the webbing.
It'll take it'll take a few turns, but there's nothing attacking you now, because you'd be better off turning Krinos and using your claws, because Anasazi webbing is strength of a 9 to break out of, and then the size of steel cables.
Oh, all right then. If that's what I have to do.
Yeah, it'll take you guys. You don't even have to roll for it. You'll take a few turns.
All right.
To get out.
As soon as I'm out, I'll go back to Hamid.
Okay.
What happened to Francesca? Was she pushed out with me, or is she in?
Yeah. She kind of sighs a bit, and she says, "Hey, how are you 2 doing?" She's looking over at Kate and Bob. Who are you? I'm assuming, Bob, you're also breaking out of the webs.
Well, can I see now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I haven't been thrown out of a bar in a very long time.
I was weird.
Francesca says, "So they do know we're coming, correct?"
Yeah, that's why I felt confident saying hello.
I'm going to tie his muzzle shut next time.
Francesca looks at you in a pseudo disapproving way, and she says, it was a look to remind you that he's of higher rank and he's an Aaron. She looks at you 3 and she says, well, you 4 with Chaska there. Any other ideas?
Well, I was thinking traipsing around their territory would be enough to scare somebody to come see what we're about.
They know we're here. They don't want us here.
Well, we're not looking for them. We're looking for this rank 6.
I imagine they know where he is.
Can you get us into the Umbra? I looked to Francesca. Actually, we all can go into the Umbra. We just need to find a place to look into a reflection, right?
Yeah, there's plenty of water around. I mean, yeah.
I shrug. I go, that makes sense to me. An Octana is not going to be hanging around in the real world unless they're in captivity.
Unless they're guests of our friends here.
Or unless they're banging a spider woman like our illustrious leader.
Yeah, which is where he is now.
I mean, that was an Anastasia in there.
Oh yeah, it was definitely an Anastasia. Yeah.
I'm gonna turn around, and march back in there.
You do note that if they wanted to, that this was not an attack; it was a defense. So
I'm aware, but I'm going in alone this time. Instead of 4 werewolves, you have 1 emissary.
You sure you don't want me to send my butler in?
No, I do my own talking and my own fighting.
I shrug.
Do you have any? What's your plan?
I'm just going to walk in and stop and say, I would like to speak with you. I mean you no harm. Our intentions here are not violent.
Does anyone speak like Spider Freak or whatever these guys speak?
That's the thing. I don't. What language are you going to be using?
I'll start with, well, considering where we are, I'll start with Spanish.
You speak Spanish?
Spanish, English, and Sioux.
Oh, wow. All right.
Well, this is Brazil, so it should be Portuguese, right?
Well, most of Brazil is Spanish, only a small part's Portuguese.
All right. When you go ahead and roll your, do you want to do some sort of like diplomacy roll?
Yeah. So I'll do charisma express. Well, I don't want to do subterfuge because I'm not trying to trick them.
Do you have a perception gift? You want to use that first?
Do what?
A persuasion gift? Sorry.
Yeah, I guess I could use persuade. No, I don't have persuasion. I'm Ragabash.
I thought that was a Hammond gift anyway. That would have been good.
I got Jam. I took Jam Gun for Hammond.
Charisma.
I guess I have politics, expression. Well, I guess it's expression probably better. So 5.
I'd let you do. Yeah, you got 1 in expression. All right. Yeah, you can try it. All right, do that. Bob, what are you doing?
What's my diff?
Difficulty of 7.
I'm just rolling with this.
All right.
Of course.
The same result happens. It's up to you if you want to dodge or you can just go with the flow and get pushed out. It's up to you.
No, I'm going to be stubborn.
All right. Go ahead, roll your willpower, difficulty of an 8.
Oh, okay.
And then you can roll your stamina. All right. Yep. You, the blindness unaffects you.
Good. Why do I do so well on these?
Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll your dodge if you want to. Yeah, you get forcibly ejected.
Oof.
You fall. You get pushed out hard this time. You go flying. You go past Bob and RB and Francesca.
I go like this, like oh. I got.
You unceremoniously get blown out of the entrance.
Maybe we should go deeper in.
Let me give it a go now. It sounds like she at least listened. The spider at least listened to you. So.
All right, you want to try it? Now have the Philodox try it. Go for it.
I'll try it.
Okay.
I'll use persuasion first.
All right.
So do I have to roll for that? I do, right?
I think so. And it's just here comes Dale.
Maybe he has a bright idea.
There's always fire. See, now why couldn't I do that? Now I get 3 successes.
All right.
So it's charisma to enact persuasion. You need charisma subterfuge.
A difficulty of a 6. Yeah.
Difficulty of a 6.
Yeah. Go ahead, just for the sake of the game. Go ahead, and you'll just get the -1.
Okay.
Yeah. Because with your charisma subterfuge roll, you're rolling 8 dice, so it's an assumed success.
Okay.
All right. So go ahead. Are you rolling charisma what?
I would like to roll charisma etiquette. It seems like.
Yeah. Try it. Go for it.
Perhaps my etiquette means I know a little something about how to talk to big freaky arachnids.
Yep. All right. Difficulty of a 7.
Okay.
And Dale was there for a second and then he disappeared.
Yeah.
I just look over to Francesca.
Difficulty of a 6. I'm sorry, because you got you got -1. Difficulty of a 6.
I just look at Francesca, just smiling. Amused by this.
All right, what do you want to say? I would like to say we've come in peace. We don't want any we don't want any of your secrets. We don't want to mess with you at all. We're just looking for one of our own.
You see the spider, the giant spider, lower itself down, and
RB, grab the sword.
And you see it turn into this form. You see it next to the jungle picture. She arches her head towards you a bit. And she says, "Our master knows you are here, and our master does not want to be disturbed."
Well, we don't need to disturb your master at all, I would say. We just want to ask you folks if you know anything about. Do we know the name of this Utenna?
So, rumor has it there's 3 names that, as you guys were discovering, there's 3 possible Utenna that could be here. Because now because it was like I said over a decade ago. It's either an Utenna by the name of Storymaker. It's either one by the name of Chaser of Sorrows, or it's an Utenna by the name of Seeking Path.
What was the last one?
Seeking Path.
Okay.
Well, I'll drop all those names then. I'll say we have no interest in bugging this master. No pun intended. I won't actually say no pun intended.
You hear me giggle from outside.
But any one of you wonderful, beautiful creatures ought to be able to help us find what we need. Phil was boinking this thing? Jesus.
Not
One
that
of these
one.
things. One of these things.
I don't think it was ever established that they actually had any type of relationship.
Wow.
Phil let them drink them. So yeah, Anasazi drink blood. That's how they get power. They get blood. Yes.
Jesus.
Yeah. They're basically like a cross between like if a spider and a vampire and a werewolf got married and had kids.
That's wrong.
Why do you think the werewolf hunted them to extinction?
Yeah. and a lot of them.
That's why they don't like us.
So who wants to just update Dale on the last the first scene on what happened?
So basically, we arrived here. Bob introduced us that we were here. We discovered our lovely friend here who promptly threw us out because we are unwelcome. The master apparently does not want to be disturbed. Now
Every time
they
I
are.
hear master, I think of the master from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, the first season. I don't know why.
So, though they haven't been violent with us, they are not welcoming.
Yeah, because your Anasazi connections from Gold Springs did parlay with these are the worm, these are the Anasazi that followed the primordial worm, and they're also the mystics are like the Thurges of them. So you're talking about mystics that follow the worm. So they're extremely not territorial, but also what's the word I'm looking for?
Sexy.
Like hermit. What's the word? Like a word for hermit.
Hermetic.
Reclusive.
Reclusive, yes.
Yes.
Like recluse spiders?
You see brown.
Yes.
Like brown recluse spiders.
He looks more like a black widow.
Impersonation there.
And yeah,
So when you say she kicked us out, like
They basically formed a wall of webs and tossed us out the front door.
Bob, you didn't climb the wall?
He failed his dodge roll.
No, I rolled a 1. I rolled the same you did. We're letting RB take control of this. Doing good.
The rank one Philadelphia.
Talking to me.
The rank
spiders don't
one.
care about rank, do they? They have their own rank thing going.
He's doing good.
He's doing good so far. She turns and she says, she turns and she says, since the master wishes to not be disturbed, who is it you seek? She says it in kind of a hissing sound.
Who's the master? What's their name? What do they do? What do they look like?
It's probably Anastasia herself, I would guess.
She crawls down and splits up and goes towards Chaska, who asked that question, and she forms again into her Hamid form, which is very pale and black and completely naked. There's nothing sexual about it because it's more primal looking than anything else. And
You
there's
don't tell Arby what's sexual and what's not.
there's with the Hamid forms for an Anasazi, they're unnaturally like sleek in a way.
I prefer the term athletic.
She says
it results in the best search queries when I use it.
She looks up at goes up towards Chaska and slowly and methodically, very slowly, not as an attack, but she pricks you in the shoulder. It's up to you if you want to stop it or dodge. I'll say that she's going to. It's up to you if you want to.
Shit, that's a good question as to how he would handle this. Yeah, he like watches her very closely as she's doing it.
She just and it's
so wait, sorry, real quick, I do have a question.
Yeah.
When you say like, is that with like her like arm thing or like does it look like
her elongated like her finger? Well, she's turned Hamid now, but so it's almost like she has like a claw of her finger, and she's slowly and methodically just gonna like prick you in the shoulder.
When she does it, I form ice claws.
Okay.
Not in like a combative perspective.
Yeah.
Why?
She watches your ice claws and she acknowledges them, and she takes the prick of your blood and she licks it. And she says, our master has your blood as well.
When did you speak with your master last?
He talks with all of us and he sees all of you.
Then he would know what we are here for.
And he wishes not to be disturbed. He knows that you are here, but he wishes not to be disturbed.
Can I make it
what's at stake?
Sorry, what, Chris? What'd you say?
He may not know what's at stake. Can he hear us?
He hears.
Then he'll understand. Then he'll hear what we're saying now. We're here to combat. Sorry, is it the Stormbringer or the Storm Eater? I always
Storm Eater.
The Storm Eater. He'll know that we're here to fight the Storm Eater, and we may need his assistance in this battle. And without his assistance, we're all in trouble.
You see this other were spider further down into the room. She says, Sister, the master wishes to see our guests.
Well, how about them apples?
I start walking towards her, like ignoring the one that drank from me.
I'll follow Chaska.
In for a pound, in for a penny. It's supposed to be the other way around, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say you got that reversed.
Well,
Cheers. All right. You guys get into further down into it, and you see this is the area that you kind of see as you guys got to get further down into the ruins.
is that MC Escher?
You see spiders all over the place. You see female spiders around. You see a few of these creatures kind of walking around a bit as well. And you see lots of things tied up, and you see a lot of animals, probably some errant, not a lot of, there's no people. You see a lot of skeletons, probably that are connected to whatever these ruins were. But mostly it's a lot of jungle animals that have been wrapped up in that are being used to be eaten.
I step back to Bob, and I say to Bob, if anything goes awry, block our exit. And
Block the exit?
no, block us so that we can exit.
Okay.
Wait,
And
become more.
actually,
prove your strength by me not letting you out.
actually, I say to Kate, can you be the first through the door to make sure that we've got an exit?
Absolutely.
The place, your sense worm, Bob, is ringing loud, but it's not the worm you're used to. It's messing with your senses big time.
Okay, I have sense worm too, Barney.
Okay, yeah, it's messing with your senses big time. You don't feel danger, but it smells of worm wicked. Bob, you also sense this almost like for an Iron Rider, there is a sliver of light that's in the back of your brain as your sense weaver is barely humming. There's something weaverish around as well. Like one solitary light of like this humming that's in the back of your head that you know there's something weaverish around as well.
But that's not something I can track though, right?
It's too I wouldn't say it's distant, but it's faint.
Okay. Because
there's so much worm around, and you see like there's spiders there's everything. There's you just see some ritual sigils. There's some ritual fires that seem to be burning in some places away off in the distance. There's a weird smell to the whole place as well. Like it's like the smell if everybody's ever been into like an abandoned house that's just gotten like rained on, and there's just like a lot of old like magazines that are wet and rotted. That's what it kind of smells like with like that smell of if anybody's ever been to an old barn with that smell of all that bat poop or that guano smell. It smells like that and wet books everywhere.
Arby lights up a cigar to cover the smell.
And accidentally sets the place on fire.
You also sense that all the Anasazi that are around here seem to be going about their business, but with one eye staring at all of you. They're ones doing some ritual work. Others are feeding off of some animals. Mostly you see it's just lots of spiders. And even with the highest of willpower with Kate is that you get there's still something tingling in the back of your neck, and that it's probably one of the most uncomfortable places you guys have been into.
I have my cat. I am safe.
What do you guys do?
I'll keep walking forward.
All right.
Yeah, isn't there that whatever that little dais or little house, I guess, up there?
Mm-hmm.
Little hut.
Let's head towards the hut. And
I
I'll
assume he's still following who's ever our guide.
Yeah, that second Anasazi is walking you over there.
I'll ask her, assuming it's her. Do you have a name that you'd be willing to share?
She shakes her head. It's unpronounceable for you.
Well, I am Kate.
She looks you up and down and nods and continues walking, and you guys go up into the dais towards that one little house-looking thing. As you guys walk in further, that faint scent of Weaver is getting a bit stronger for you, Sag.
Okay. No, that's good.
Does anybody have any sense of wild?
I don't.
No.
All right.
You mean the gift?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
All right. You guys walk in and you see this man.
That is a 6 rank Uken if ever I've seen one.
And he seems to be busy poring over some things. And what immediately strikes all of you, and you do sense worm as in worm this time, Sag. In his room, you see and basically in 3 cages. You see now you guys are gonna have to go to the bottom underneath the 2 giant spider pitchers. You see in 3 cages these 3 women.
I call the one on the left.
The one on the left has a
You already have her number.
The one on the left has a stake through its heart.
Oh, all right.
Vampire.
Dead vampire.
No, just paralyzed.
Oh.
And you're sensing Weaver off of that middle one, which seems to be it seems to be, you notice, Sag, that there is like a bit of some sort of artificial life in it. And
like clockwork.
Yeah. And you see that there is the one that seems to be made out of wood looks to be almost in some sort of torpor state as well. The Octena looks over at all of you.
I give him the equivalent of like almost like saying like hello elder cousin, kind of like, I don't know what would be the appropriate for that, but like,
How?
you know, we're cool, but like I, you know, also giving him deference because he's an elder.
Everybody roll your perception empathy.
Difficulty?
6. All right, so 2, 2, 3. Kat, you're basically more, and I know enthralled. You're just kind of like you're kind of stuck looking around the room, and that as a Black Fury, someone who kind of really one of the only main like Hamid 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 tribes that really worship the wild a lot. You're kind of really enthralled by this torpor-stated wooden creature. And 2 successes, RB and Bob. You noticed that the description of this man, is probably the one that you're looking for, named Seeking Path. You see there's something missing in the way his eyes are.
Because he's a freaky Frankenstein guy that's trying to mate with Wildworm and Weaver.
And Chaska with 3 successes. It's pretty clear to you that he's been away from his own kind for way too long. With 3 successes, he's not all there.
I'm trying to think of the best way to address that. I basically say, it's I ask, how long has it been since you've embraced the wild of the Garu elder?
He smiles, and you see some tears kind of form in his eyes, and he starts speaking in broken Garu, and then it picks right up. He says, I haven't heard that tongue in a very long time. Please, come in. You see he has like piles of papers. You see that he has, also that you notice that it looks like he's been doing lots of research.
I'd like to ask him what he's learned.
You are Seeking Path, correct?
I am very much.
Have you found
we
the
were
path?
We were told that Storymaker and Chaser of Sorrows was also here.
No. So yeah, just to clarify, when the stories that you heard, you weren't sure. They weren't sure which 6th rank Octana was down here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was just that things got so convoluted with the Octana stories and like Garo stories, that it was just.
Oh, you made it sound like 3 of them came down. Okay.
No, it was just they weren't sure which one it was. Yeah.
Let's ask him about what he's been doing. I think that's the best way to get him to start talking. And to explain the freaky experiments that are
the serious way to get thrown out because it's none of our business.
I make like a gesture for someone to watch the door.
I'll keep an eye on it.
Okay. You don't really need to watch things. Spirit of the Fray is wonderful.
He says, so Ryan, yeah, RB, you ask him what's going on with the.
Yeah, what's he been up to? What has he learned? His experiments seem very interesting.
Basically, the way to any secret is to try to figure out where we're from, and once we find out that, then everything else kind of falls into place. I needed to study our triad in the most primordial form. something that truly is of the worm, something truly is of the weaver, and something truly is of the wild. And I came here seeking these truths, learning the most that I could from the Anasazi. My first stop was here, and then I kind of gotten distracted while I was here. And these these ladies and emotions like around, not the three, not the ones that are in the cages. He says these ladies told me that there was probably a more pure way to study the triad without asking them any questions. So they were able to keep me here, and I've lost track of time, but I know that they brought 3 specimens that they've chosen for me to study and learn more of what it is, what the worm is, and what the weaver is, and what the wild is. They've helped me, but I'm and he kind of stutters a bit, and he says, I'm truly fearful that I might have lost my thoughts on why I wanted to study them in the first place.
How important is balance?
I think truly balance is one of the most, it's what we all do is what we serve Gaia first and foremost.
The balance is in danger.
We need you to serve Gaia.
I'll ask if there's anything that upsets the balance more than the storm eater.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know what the. And then he kind of like almost like there's a light that kind of turns on. He goes, I remember legends of the storm eater that we Octena with our brothers, and he looks over to Chaska, and along with the Croton, we were able to put that spirit away a long, long time ago.
It's free.
Yeah, I step forward and I say, all of the legends, unfortunately, were true. And the Storm Eater, to Kate's point, the Storm Eater is free. We need you to help us fight it.
We need you.
I don't know why you would need me. I've been here for so long. I don't know that I would be very much use. I don't remember much how to fight anymore.
We don't need you to fight. We need you to help perform a ritual. A ritual performed in Harrogate with the 6 ranks of every tribe.
You are rank 6, right?
Oh yeah, he reeks of rank 6.
Is that a good smell?
We need you to help us to join with others.
I'm not sure if my friends would want me to leave.
Then they're not your friends.
Unless, are you a guest or a prisoner?
I'm a guest. I can come and go as I please.
I believe you have your answer then.
We can bring your research with you if that would be helpful.
The Storm Eater's allowed to roam free. There won't be any here or anywhere.
Seeking Path says, what does this ritual entail? I'll be able to come back here when we're done.
Unfortunately, it means sacrificing yourself. It means an end.
Poor Gaia.
Poor Gaia.
That'd be good. We say it in concert.
He turns and looks at the three the three women in the cages, and he says, I'm so close to finding out something here. He's shaking his head. I don't know if I can serve that final purpose.
Bring them with you. We've got months until we find all 13 of the people we need. You can finish your research en route. Or you can help us find another rank 6 Octana.
Without your necessary sacrifice, the Storm Eater does as it pleases. We've seen its destruction. It took down, what's the guy's name? It took down Still River? Is that his name?
True River.
True River. It destroyed True River. I'm sure you know him.
And decimated the care and he protected.
He gave his life to stop it. You need to give your life to cage it.
I need someone to continue my research. If I need to do this, his eyes start to swell up. I don't want all these years wasted.
I looked at RB.
He gathers up all of his papers. I understand what I need to do.
We have a portal in town. You
Cage.
can bring your research.
If you keep the triad separate, then everything's in balance. I go, problem solved, right, man? All right, let's go. But you can't keep them all caged.
Yeah, and as an Iron Rider, you're just there. There's something for you. There's something disturbing about seeing that automaton. You have no idea where it came from, but it's kind of unnerving you. And the same thing for you, Kate, with that wood spirit. And also as an Aaron, there's a part of that just wants to just kill that vampire right now too. You see one of the women, one of the Anasazi, come to the walk to the doorway.
Like she's blocking the doorway?
She's walking up and she says, Master, what is your decision? He shakes his head and he says, No, we can't. I disagree. No, these people are friends. We're not going to kill them.
Oh, well. That's nice.
They're part of my people.
I just looked at Bob.
What type of look do you give me?
Like I'm just like, you know, almost like a be prepared to go steal wolf.
Oh, okay.
And you see you also notice whoever's at the doorway. Was it you, Kate?
Yeah.
Once Seeking Path says that, you notice that all the thousands upon thousands of spiders inside this enormous cavern kind of stop doing what they're doing and kind of like looking over in the direction of the hut. The Anasazi says, "You know our rules, Seeking Path. You know what was going to happen as soon as you let them in here. We did not want them to come in." Seeking Path says, I didn't know what their message was going to be, and I think I need to leave with them." And she says, "Master, you know that cannot happen." He turns his back to her and starts gathering up his papers. I need to find someone to continue with what I've been learning.
Who else is in our party besides
Francesca?
It's okay. We got Francesca here.
Oh, okay. We need to sacrifice Francesca.
We have my butler too.
Yeah, we have a red shirt butler.
He's not a red.
I'm looking at Francesca. She's ultimately the elder here. So like,
Let's see. Stamina, science.
Sounds like a Hail Mary.
You use this gift enough. How do you not know what the roll is automatically?
Because Barney asks for weird bullshit rolls in between that, and I have to change my
die. Can we maybe ask him why they're not going to let us leave? Since we overheard this conversation.
Overheard? It's not like they hid it.
Yeah. All right. Let's ask her. What are these rules that we're breaking?
No one is supposed to see where they live.
I didn't see anything.
Whoa! Wait a minute. This is the triad here. As I roll stamina science. Yeah.
God damn it.
I know how I feel.
You basically just like flex in front of the Anasazi.
I put out my hand. I put out my ice clawed hand, and I'm like, Bob, not yet.
You start to see the spiders start to kind of gather up, and kind of some of them turning into more giant spiders. Start to kind of like slowly and methodically. You also notice, Kate, some obviously with their size of steel webbing, kind of slowly descend down from above.
Well, let's speed this along because we're about to have company.
Has he got his papers ready?
He says he looks he walks up to the he kind of pushes himself up to near the front of the door, and he says I'm sorry, there's a lot that I need to do, and I think this is part of the direction I need to go.
I push my way to the front, and I'm like, make way for the elder to come through, make way for the master to come through. He's made his decision.
She says, he's bled for us enough. He can leave. But we still need payment from all of you.
Half a pint of blood each.
What'd you say, Ryan?
Half a pint of blood each.
What'd you say, Kate?
What is this payment?
We all need to feed.
Half a pint each. Prime blood. How often do you eat Garu?
As you say that, you do see a lot of marks on Seeking Path.
Oh, God.
You need one of us or all of us?
I think that our payment is that we walk out of here untouched and we tell nobody where you're at.
If you don't leave, no one knows where we are at anyway.
Francesca would know that I'm on edge.
Yeah, Bob alone will make a path for us. It's whether or not you lose in the end.
Last words?
All right, Bob, do you have a flaw or something? Like, do you want to, yeah.
Yeah, his flaw is that he's an Arun.
So what is this payment of blood that you want?
She smiles and she says, all of it.
So you're going to be unreasonable then?
You came here to get out, to free him. He is now free.
But we can't leave. Is that correct?
We need to eat.
What flaw are you talking about, Barney?
What's that?
What flaw are you talking about?
Oh, I don't know, because you're saying
are you gonna? I'll look at her again. Are you gonna stand down and allow us to pass freely?
And if you thought that we were the only ones representing our group that can tell the world where you're at, you're very wrong.
They have no idea there's 3 6-rank Garu outside.
If you think this master is powerful, then you should see the others that can storm in here and open our door.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that we have 12 6-rank Garu waiting outside, and if they don't come in, if we don't come out.
Do you want to roll for that lie?
I'd love to.
It doesn't matter, Barney. For enrage, I attack this person in front of me. I just burrow my way out. I pull my clave, and I just start going up like this and tunneling our way through.
All right.
You were about
I know I didn't do the countdown, but I gave Francesca one look with a reasonable amount of warning.
Oh, I was about to make a 9-dice roll to lie our way out of here.
All right, I'll tell you what. Both of you guys roll two 10-sided die. Whoever has a higher die, it gets to do their action first.
Well, that's okay. I was about to pull my pistol and shoot her anyway, so.
2d10?
Is there how do you...
Both of you guys roll the... Oh, wait. Who will... No, no. All right. No, just roll one d10.
Just one?
Yeah.
Boop. Gnosis is the closest. Ah.
You rolled a 2. All right, so Bob did get to go first. You're about ready to speak up and do something incredibly witty, and all of a sudden you see your errand friend just.
All right, we're in it.
When I see Bob lose his mind, I'm just like, Kate, doorway.
Yep, I'll go Krenos and burrow out the door.
All right, everybody, go ahead and roll your deck. Roll your attack pool once, and then we're going to use that as your success, your attack success for the rest of the round. So make it count.
Great.
Wow.
Oh.
Can I re-roll that?
I'll give you one more chance. I'll let you re-roll it one more time. I'll let you RB. I'll let you roll one more time.
Wait, I'm gonna go. Hold on. Actually, I rolled incorrectly.
Okay.
I'm gonna go lupus, not lupus. I'm gonna go.
I need to. I forgot. I need to change it. I didn't change it for Krenos.
Extra dexterity.
Yep.
Man, are we abundant in ones?
Three successes.
3 successes. All right.
Oh, it didn't.
RB?
No, that was wrong. Sorry, didn't add 2 for my.
Well, hey,
dexterity.
Do you count 10s as 2 successes?
Only if it's your
specialty. That's right. I was gonna say I got 3 10s. Damn.
Either way, Seg, you get to choose when you want to do your action. So go ahead, Kate. Tell me what you're doing.
I'm barreling out the door. I'll let Bob deal with the one in the doorway. I'll deal with any behind her. Basically, clear us a path down that pathway we came up.
All right, so that's what you're doing. Chaska, what are you doing?
I'm who else is in the room? Are there any spiders in the room with us?
No, they're all in the doorway. The only ones in the room is the vampire, the automaton, and that wood spirit.
What do I know this shack is made out of?
It's hard to tell. It looks like it's probably it's made out of dung, or it's actually carved out of the same stuff that's made out of the cavern. So it's either stone or hardened.
So it's not something that looks like I can like break a hole in the wall.
Nah, well, a Garo in Krenos form can pretty much break through anything.
All right, I'm gonna actually like claw at the wall to like tear through it and make ourselves another exit.
Okay.
So that's 3 successes with a strength of 4 plus 4, so a strength of 8 total in Krenos.
Okay.
And whatever damage comes with my claws.
All right.
It's another +2.
I think for me it's a +3, Barney.
So you would, I think it's +2, but the difference is that cold will actually like hurt living things.
Right.
That's where the difference comes in. So, so unless you spend rage, you can probably bust out. You can probably make another hole in like 2 turns.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend rage. I'm actually spending 3 rage.
All right. And Ryan, what are you doing?
So what's our seeking truth friend doing right now?
He seems to be in his own. He's gathering his papers up, and he's oblivious, and he seems to be walking out the door, and no one seems to be touching him.
All right. Well, I'm gonna follow him.
All right, that doesn't extend to you, but
Nice try.
I'm gonna strut out.
I'm gonna hide under his coat.
We need to check him to see if he's a Garu.
Sag.
Yeah.
Sag,
You do realize as a Philodox, you still do need glory, which means you need to fight.
Fighting these guys.
So Sag, they've all declared what their actions are. Because you get to go first, you can decide how you can react to what they do because you know what they're going to be doing, or you can just go ahead and do what you want to do first.
What does the Anastasia at the door seem to be doing?
They seem to not be attacking because they have no idea that you guys have the steel nuts to actually do that inside their own layer of thousands of Anasazi.
All right. I just take the glaive and I just got whoever's at the door in an action, just pushing them back.
Okay.
And I'll choose to go first.
All right.
So just roll damage.
Damage, yep.
So Barney,
Yeah.
thinking of a bonar. A bonar thurge.
Bonar thurge, huh?
I knew one of those.
Oh, well, that's no good. I got to come up with a new concept now.
4 damage, Barney. Does
4
silver
successes.
Does silver get them?
No. I forget what their weakness is.
They don't have any. Just aggravated damage, but they don't have like that. There's no tribal. There's no like breed specific that's to them. You stick a knife right in. You stick your clave right into the thing, and it kind of like squeals in surprise as you stick it in. As soon as you do that, you see that there's an immediate, like almost like a pulse of reaction across the entire cavern, like almost like jumping in water. It's like all of a sudden all the spiders in the entire place seems to react and seem to react and surprise. And so Dale, you're breaking through the wall.
Kool-Aid Man.
And Kate, go ahead, roll your damage.
6 and 8.
All right, and you said you're shooting?
No, I'm using my claw. I'm in Krenos. I'm using my claws.
All right. Are you attacking the...
I am clearing. I am barreling headlong towards the exit. I am clearing a path, just swiping at anything that's in that path. They better be right on my tail because I don't imagine the path is going to stay open very long.
Yeah, so you claw at the same creature, the same Anasazi that Sag stabbed, and you're able to really rake into her chest pretty significantly. Basically, you guys pretty much got the drop on them this first round. They are no way they thought you guys were going to do this. And Ryan, what are you doing?
I'm running for the door.
Okay.
So hopefully,
I'll attack anything that's in my
Bob.
way. I'll attack anything that's in my way, but I'm mostly concerned about getting myself and this truth seeker out of here as fast as possible.
All right.
Yes, the guy who has free passage to leave. You're worried about leaving.
I want him to leave fast enough that we can leave with him and not be dead.
I hope Bob is significantly impressed with the damage Kate just did.
All right. And you said you spent rage, Sag?
What's that?
You spent rage?
Yeah, I got 4 more turns.
All right, go for it. Just roll damage 4 times, and we'll roll play it out.
Okay.
So Barney, you said that it would have taken me 2 turns to get through.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I've got 2 other actions to take.
Yeah, you just breakneck speed. You have 2 actions. You're able to. You realize that the claws weren't going to, but you basically you're just punched a hole in the side of the building.
Okay, so let me know. Let me know when I've got my 2 other actions because I'm.
All right, and Kate, were you spending any rage?
No, unlike Bob, I don't have an 8 in rage. I only have 3, so I'm gonna hold on to mine until I might actually need it.
All right.
I got 3 successes. My second one. I rolled the big one, so I'm good at that.
All right.
Have we effectively moved this person that's in front of us?
Yeah, you're pushing her back, and my guess is that are you like just taking it right in? Okay.
And I'm veering myself out of the path, I guess is what I'm saying, as more of a target. So I'm moving myself to be a problem for them in hopes that they'll keep going towards the door.
Did you want to use steel fur as one of your rounds too?
Use what?
I try to get your steel fur up in one of your rounds.
I roll like shit. I don't know. Yeah, might as well.
All right. Yeah, when the storyteller asks if you want to help increase your soak rolls,
you might want to do it.
Oh shit!
Oh, there we go.
Nice.
RB, you've already ran, huh? Ah, damn.
I'm running.
Yeah, that's gonna look real good on your glory.
Yes.
How much glory does a corpse have?
Well, actually, post-mortem, you get a lot of glory.
Yeah, you get a lot, actually.
You get a lot more if you died than you would if you
fucking spiders crawling up your ass? Come on. I want out.
Yeah, you're supposed to be following Kate out. You're supposed to be following Kate out. Kate's not supposed to be following you out.
Oh, there's a big hit. I have 4 and 7 for my last 2, Barney.
All right. Okay.
So you understand my strategy, Barney. I want to be the target, I guess, while they're trying to get away. Because I realize if I run towards the door, I'll just barrel through everybody and then be out the door, and the people who are at the end will get fucked up.
And you get 5, and you get 5 extra soak. Is that what that is?
Yes.
Okay. Nice. Okay.
Do you have the taunt?
What rank is Steel Fur?
I don't have taunt.
Sag, what rank is Steel Fur?
I think it's 2 or 3.
It's 2.
Yeah.
I might learn that.
It comes with a cost, though. Your attacks, or you attack at a 7 as opposed to a 6. But
Also, who are you going to learn it from when this guy's a spider food?
You learn it from spirits. You don't learn it from each other.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah. All right. So basically, we have. If I'm imagining it correctly, we have. I'm just going to draw on the top of this to see if this. So we have like Sag. All right, we have Sag in the front, right, pushing its way through.
No, I'm actually the.
You guys are next to each other. Then is that?
Yeah, I guess because Dale said or Joska said he wanted me up front leading the way, so that's where I am. So I guess me and Bob are side by side.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
I'm trying to come down here.
Okay.
Like in this area. So you guys can go this way.
I was okay. That you know that makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah, I forgot about the stairs. So I would go straight down the stairs with her. But I do want to hopefully bring the battle to me. So they could head towards the door. And then I'm going to trail back if I'm still alive behind them.
All right. Okay, so you do see that there are what is it? You do see that, you do have spiders coming down here, and they're coming down here. They're mostly coming around these areas here.
I'll look back at Arby. I assume Dale or Barney, this place is covered in webs.
Yes. Yeah, they're coming down. They're coming down,
I'll look at Arby.
Yeah.
Burn it. Burn it.
Do I still have, even though I'm Hispo form, do I still have the cigar I lit when I was in Hamid?
Yeah, I think for the cinematic, I think that's funny to see a cigar in a direwolf's mouth.
Arby can smoke in any form.
So like, there's a lot of them, Barney, right?
Yeah.
My last turn, I howl in distress. Just basically alerting the caravan.
All right. And roll. All right. So that's what everybody did that round. Okay. Sag, roll your stamina. No, I can't make it 40. That's ridiculous. 8. Roll your stamina 8 times.
Okay.
And
about to say 40 will be here all night.
I know. 20, 28, 32.
Hey,
2-1. 33. See if whatever you get, you gotta soak 33 points.
Okay. So I got 4, 7.
Nice.
All right.
15.
That's 3 times.
20.
20. 26. 29. I'm there.
Oh wow, okay.
You still got actually 1 roll to make.
That doesn't matter now.
I know, but I'm just saying. That's impressive.
You so this new round that what they do in response is you just get jumped by all giant spiders are like latching onto you. You feel them crawling into your mouth, going into your ears. Huge pincers grabbing into the side of your waist.
I don't have an ear. Haha. Hold in my small hole.
Oh, you won this round. Okay. Yeah, you did win this round, actually. So because you didn't take any damage, you don't get any rage back. next round, go ahead. Dale, your character is out on the other side of the house.
Well, before I actually like rage through, literally, I'm actually doing a couple of things. And first of all, do we need to spend an action to use gifts?
Depends on the gift.
So I'm putting on the resist pain.
Okay.
I don't know if that takes an action or
not. Yes, I believe it does.
It's just spend a willpower.
Oh, maybe not. No, just go ahead, spend a willpower then. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So then, I'm actually gonna grab the tree chick.
Okay.
And like basically.
Now's not the time for that.
I'm grabbing her and throwing her over my shoulder, and like just going out the door, kind of like howling and kind of also drawing attention to me as well, in the sense of like, hey, I've got your toy.
Okay. All right, and
hopefully Arby is channeling his inner Death Leopard with a little pyromania.
Kate, what are you doing?
Just tell Mark about the rule about not referencing Def Leppard on these games.
I was unaware of the rules.
All right. What are you doing, Kate?
Well, I mean, I guess Bob and I are still barreling forward, right?
Yep.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay. You spending any more rage? You spending any rage this turn?
I'll spend one.
Okay. RB, what are you doing?
Well, I'm in Hispo form. I don't really know what I can actually burn with my one cigar hanging out of my mouth. So while I think about taking Kate's suggestion, I'm just going to continue. Well, I'm going to use rage. I'm going to use 3 rage to move faster.
Okay.
And same goal. Get out from the entrance we came in and get our 6th rank out with me. Even though I have to drag him by the scruff of his neck.
All right.
Is he still? He's still Hamid, right?
He's still Hamid, and he still seems to be oblivious to what's happening around him. and
I will attack or dodge anything that attacks me or is in my way.
Okay. And all right, and go ahead and so that's what everybody's doing, Sag.
I am spending 3 rage. My first action, I'm going to utilize Primal Anger to gain 2 rage by just spontaneously giving myself an aggravated level of damage.
Okay.
And like I said, I'm just trying to be the center of attention, and it's my big dance, my big day.
Role play that out. How are you doing the primal rage, primal anger thing?
More of are we down to the floor yet?
No, you guys are still on that little like slope.
Oh, okay, so we're not even down the steps yet.
No.
I'll just do take my claws and I guess we're at the clave, don't I? I'll just cut myself across the nose, and then yeah.
All right. You do that, and so you get 2 rage back. Is that what it's for? Okay.
And then 3 actions to just cut my way to the bottom.
All right. Go for it. Keep your successes from before and just roll damage 3 times.
Okay.
And while you're doing that, Kate, go ahead and roll your damage.
Twice?
Yep. Will you spend 2 rage or 1 rage?
Just 1 rage.
Okay, yeah, roll twice. And go ahead, Chaska. Are you trying to do some sort of gift or something to get them to notice you, or are you just with all these spiders? You can. There's plenty of Anasazi to go around, so.
Actually, I think I'm in a like kind of in a I don't know in a group kind of way. I'm throwing on the true fear. So like just using that as like just
okay.
Keep your distance kind of thing.
All right.
And that's strength plus intimidation, difficulty of willpower.
I would say the average. I'm just do the average willpower of all the spiders. Difficulty of a 6.
Strength.
Yeah. Ryan, go ahead and roll your stamina 3 times. What's the total amount of successes you got, Bob?
He typed it out.
So 11, 16.
16? Okay. 5 successes. Yeah, that definitely works, Chaska. All right. All right. 6 for me. Okay. And all right, you guys are still cutting your way down through there.
And I'm just jumping off of the ledge.
Okay. You jump off the ledge holding that wooden spirit, that wooden wild thing, and you jump down because of your true fear. All the spiders that are there. Some are in. There's some Hamid. Some of them are in Pithis form. Some of them in crawling forms. They all kind of like move away from you, almost like you're part of the Red Sea right when you jump down. Because of your true fear.
I'm going full on like Hulk smash mode, just like.
Are you using the woman as like a club?
Well, I feel like the Hunchback of Notre Dame right now. Like she's slung over my shoulder, and I'm just like leaping around, just like embracing the wild, just like yeah,
literally.
I'm very much. She's making my heart sing. So, yeah, no, I'm going full beast mode, just slathering, fucking like howling, swinging.
Back up! I mean, you guys back the motherfucker!
Yeah. Get the fuck out of my
way! You're like pointing something like a little penknife. Get away!
I cut you!
I'm serious. All right, RB, how many successes did you get?
3, 0, and 0.
Ooh, all right. So you take how many did I roll there? So Sag, you see you're below incapacitated now, RB.
Oh no.
You're behind Sag, you noticed you see all the spiders leap at Hispo form, the dire wolf of your Fianna friend. And he goes down fast.
I couldn't dodge or anything?
No. No, because you don't get that, unless you
he's behind us though?
Yeah. No, you got things coming from the ceiling too, so
okay.
Yeah, they're all over the place.
RB is going on a hardcore like training path going forward.
How close is RB?
Yeah, we as higher ranks are gonna fucking train his ass.
You notice that there's he gets just covered in spiders basically, and you see one big Pithis form from the ceiling just kind of impaled him with 2 pincers and seemed to be picking him up.
He didn't frenzy?
Not that fast, but he's going to get the frenzy. Go ahead and roll your rage.
Battle scar.
At that little rate, how much rage do you have? I don't think he has enough to actually frenzy.
4.
Oh, you do have 4 rage. You could potentially frenzy.
What do I have to roll?
Roll your rage difficulty of a 5. You need 3 successes to frenzy.
Not likely.
Maybe.
We'll
No.
have a lot of ones today.
You all notice. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, don't you have calm heart, Arby?
No.
Oh, I thought you did. Okay.
I do.
Oh, you do. Okay, you and I do then.
You don't want calm heart now, right?
No, because calm heart, you won't frenzy.
You can choose to frenzy if you want to.
Yeah. How close is Arby to me?
He's right behind you. Basically, you guys are getting flooded from all sides. All right. So everybody did their rounds, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No one's attacking Dale. Kate, roll your stamina 3 times. Sag, roll your stamina 8 times. I said 3 times for you. You need 16. You need to get 16.
How many party?
16 is for Mark.
Oh, okay.
And for you, I'm still rolling yours. 36 for you.
All right.
Jesus.
Oh boy. Where am I?
All right, 2, 3. That's 6. All right. You get impaled, basically the same thing, Kat. And yeah, you're down below, incapacitated. You can choose to frenzy if you like, but I don't think you have enough rage, do you?
No, I only have 3. No, I only have 3.
Okay. All right. What do you have, Bob?
Things are looking grim.
5.
I'm doing my own math. I'm on 15 on my 3rd roll.
Okay.
I got my fingers out and a piece of pencil. Oops, that's not right. So 18. 24. $31 on 6. I got 2 more rolls.
Yeah.
Probably got this one.
Well, la-dee-da.
That was incorrect, but still 5 successes.
All right. That's 36. That's all you needed to do.
Yeah. And I even. All
right. Everybody roll your gnosis difficulty of 5. Permanent gnosis.
Well, I'm unconscious.
No, can't you raise? Oh no, you can't raise.
I mean, I could cry, but I doubt I was going to.
1.
Oh yeah, 0.
Yeah, you can soak, but you're shit for gnosis.
I got 5 in gnosis, Barney.
I know. What I meant was that it's like your roll was shit on that, but your rolls were counted where it was before, I guess. So. Four successes.
No, I'll go ahead and roll it.
No one notices Anastasi showing up. Hey, kids.
Hi, kids. Howdy ho.
You guys want to do some ancient African magic?
Chaska, you're the. You see, you notice. You see that your friends are getting swamped and getting covered in spiders. as you fall down. You notice, you see there's a huge a ripple, and you see there's you see a light forming from underneath the ramp, but underneath it all, and you see a hole open up underneath, and it vibrates, and it kind of, and it lights up, and you notice that the hole on the other end of the hole is the inside of the stagecoach. And you see Shadia of the soul speak. You see Shadia and Agmar on the other side.
As I'm throwing the wild creature through, the tree creature, I'm just screaming for RB. I say, oh no, not RB, Bob. I say, Bob, get Kate.
All right. She went down too.
I run to grab RB.
Okay.
I do pick her up.
So you all basically then were able to in so many words, you guys are then able to get out with the rest of the all of you are able to basically get out.
Okay, I keep an eye for Francesca too. Is she?
She also gets out. She's beaten up pretty bad as well.
Okay.
Guess it's too much to ask for Farnsworth the butler, huh?
Is he? No, I would look for him too.
Oh yeah, he's fine. Yeah, he made it. He made it out just barely. Just barely. He made it out. It was a close one for him too.
He walks out sipping tea, complaining where his crumpet went.
Dude, that's big honor points there. Helping a helpless human being. So,
I knew
yeah.
you had a reason. Yeah.
Thank God. Someone's going to have to freaking mend me back to health. Resew all my dedicated tuxedos.
All right. You guys make it out.
Some of us walking, some of us being carried.
We get to roll some battle scars now, boys.
Wait.
Oh, wait.
Do I get anything for the cut I made on my nose?
No, you don't get anything for the.
Come on, Barney. It's an evil.
Well, you just can't sit back there and just like cut yourself all day, hoping for.
Where's the battle scar table?
All right,
you just roll it for us.
I'm looking for it.
So you guys all get whatever you roll, give yourself plus. You add 2 to it.
I forget what you roll.
Just roll 1 10-sided die.
Okay.
Five.
All right, what's that?
It's a deep scar.
Deep scar. Runner battle scar. Deep scar. That's a nice beginner's. That's a nice beginner's battle scar.
They also get 2 glory for surviving an incapacitating wound.
Yeah. And what would you get, Mark? Did you roll yet?
Not yet.
All right.
I got 6, so I have improper bone setting.
There you go.
Bunch of spider bites broke your bone? How does that make sense?
Or maybe it was a giant pincers, or maybe it was when she fell down. Yeah.
Pinchers.
Yeah. So hey, Barney, we also we should get attacking a minion of the worm without regard of personal safety is 3 glory.
Okay. There you go.
I like it.
And now I gotta think of a name for that wooden lady.
Yes. That was totally me like putting you on the fucking storyteller spot.
Yeah, mine doesn't actually affect me until I get aggravated or until I get incapacitated again.
Oh, wait, I think I got that one too. I'm supposed to add 2 to my roll?
Yeah.
All right, I rolled a 7 then.
Yeah,
Oh, no, I didn't. I rolled a 5. Yeah, so 5 plus 2, 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
So one of your bones was broken, possibly shattered, and didn't reset properly. The next time you are incapacitated, the limb snaps again, causing grievous pain. If you're reduced incapacitated by damage that is, if you're reduced incapacitated by normal damage, up to 3 health levels of normal damage are now considered aggravated.
All right. I'm going to say left leg if I am allowed to choose.
You can choose. Yes, absolutely.
Yes.